Welcome to the Ministry of Food Production Employees Assistance Program Information Series 2015. Today's presentation is Stress Management. I am Eric Ribeiro, your presenter. I'm a Certified Employees Assistance Program Administrator and the EAP Coordinator for the Ministry of Food Production. Let us look at some of the signs and symptoms of stress. Headaches, backaches, neck tension, fatigue, anxiety or irritability, forgetfulness, crying, eating, drinking, smoking more, flu-like symptoms, depression, skin eruptions, diarrhea or constipation, elevated blood pressure, sleep disturbances, overreacting to situations and people, and accidents. And what are some of the common stressors? Things that actually make us stressed out. One could be overwork, unreasonable expectations of others, guilt, unreasonable expectations of ourselves, overspending, unexpected traumatic incidents, overeating or excessive drinking, overstimulation, life changes, death, divorce, moving, children born or leaving, job or schedule change, health changes or health concerns, and lack of sleep. Managing stress effectively. Accept the things you cannot change and change the things you can. For example, you cannot change the way another person behaves or a situation that has already occurred, but you can change the way you react to those occurrences. Here's a prayer that has worked for many people, the Serenity Prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Here are some helpful tips. Prioritize. Prioritize your time and define your life by goals. Set goals for your life. Organize yourself. Organize things that you have to accomplish regularly to be successful. Organize things with your family, with your finances. Streamline. There are things you may not like to do, but you must do. For instance, work and chores. Certain things you have to do. No getting away from it. Economize. Things you should do or may even like to do, but they are not pressingly urgent, like pastimes and socializing. Contribute by paying attention to the few remaining things that make a difference. Social obligation. So let's go over that. Prioritize, organize, streamline, economize, and contribute. Here are some more helpful tips. Leave your worries on the doorstep. When you reach home, don't take whatever problems you had from the office into your house. And don't bother your family about it. Take a warm bath after work. Practice progressive muscle relaxation. Visualize a peaceful scenery. Think about a relaxing place where you have been. Close your eyes and involve all of your senses as you focus on the scene. Imagine the sights, the sounds, and the smells. And do some kind of physical exercise. What I normally do every morning, sometimes 3 or 4 times a week, I walk at least for half an hour. Brisk walk around the savannah. Talk, laugh, or even cry. Talk things out with a friend. Even laughing and crying can be good emotional releases. Read a book that is a real tearjerker and get rid of pent-up stressful emotions. One sure stress buster is prayer and meditation. So, as often as possible, engage in prayer and meditation. Also, engage in a favorite activity, something that makes you feel good about yourself, something that doesn't create any problem that you can't deal with. Eat a well balanced diet, rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean protein. If you don't know what diet is good for you, consult a dietitian. And as a matter of fact, you work in the Ministry of Food Production, so that should be no problem, right? Be cautious with alcohol and other drugs. Alcohol is a depressant. It's addictive. It causes impaired judgment. It can create heart and liver diseases. Marijuana is another drug that creates altered perception, impaired judgment, reduced motivation. Cocaine is addictive and it does a lot of damage to your nervous system. And heroin is addictive and it creates a state of indifference. So, if you really want to be stress free, be careful, avoid the use of these things. And this is for some of you who always reach to work late. Give yourself an extra edge. Prepare the night before. Set the breakfast table, lay out clothes, and teach the younger ones to do likewise. Where are your keys? Your cell phone? The bills you said you will pay tomorrow? Put them somewhere where you can get them immediately. Don't have to look for them in the morning. That takes up quite a lot of minutes. Valuable minutes, especially if you have to be on that highway. Here are some hints for coping with change and stress. Do not take responsibility for everyone else's happiness. Delegate or divide the work among those with whom you share your life. Don't rescue. Do not reinforce whining behavior. Don't let someone else's stress become your stress. View any task you take on as a choice you have made. Attitude makes a difference. I choose to rather than I have to. Don't worry about tomorrow's task today. Nurture yourself. A little pampering goes a long way. Life is not a contest with others. Compete against yourself. And do not create additional problems by overspending. Here is a prayer that many of you would have met or know. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. Where there is sadness, joy. O Divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is in giving that we receive. It is in pardoning that we are pardoned. It is in dying that we are born again to eternal life.